Ever had that awkward silence on a first date that seems to stretch on forever? You're not alone. First dates can be a minefield of uncomfortable moments and anxiety-inducing situations. But hey, don't sweat it. With the right approach, they can also be an exciting opportunity to connect and learn about someone new. Today we are going to share 5 tricks to make your first dates less awkward and more enjoyable. Ready? Let's dive in. First off, the environment matters. It's not just a backdrop to your conversation, but a significant player in setting the mood for your date. Think about it. You wouldn't choose a bustling, noisy bar if you're hoping for a calm, intimate chat, right? Now, the key here is to choose a place where you both feel comfortable and relaxed. This could be a familiar coffee shop with the aroma of fresh beans wafting through the air, a laid-back restaurant with a cozy ambiance, or even a scenic park that allows you to connect with nature while you connect with each other. The right environment can help both of you feel at ease, fostering a more open and engaging conversation. It can turn those nervous jitters into excited butterflies, creating a more enjoyable experience. So for your next first date, why not pick a cozy cafe or a scenic park? Next up, let's talk about activities. Now, we're not suggesting you plan a triathlon for a first date, but adding a few interesting activities can really lighten the mood. Why? Because they encourage interaction and create shared experiences. It's a lot easier to bond over a painting at a museum or a delicious dish at a cooking class than over small talk at a coffee table. These experiences not only take the pressure off the conversation, but also provide natural conversation starters. What do you think of this piece? Or, ever tried making pasta from scratch before? Are way more engaging than, so what do you do for a living? Plus, they give you a chance to see each other in different lights, to bring out your playful, intellectual, or creative sides. So the next time you're planning a first date, consider adding a sprinkle of activities. Activities aren't just fun, they're also great icebreakers. Now let's move on to conversations. We've all been there, that moment when the dialogue dwindles and silence takes over. To avoid this, a simple yet effective trick is to ask open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. They encourage your date to elaborate, share more about themselves, and ultimately keep the conversation flowing. For instance, instead of asking, "Do you like to travel?" which can be answered briefly, try, "What's the most memorable trip you've ever taken and why?" This not only opens up a world of storytelling possibilities, but also provides insights into your date's experiences, values, and passions. Or instead of asking, "Do you like music?" ask, "What's the last concert you attended and what did you enjoy about it?" Questions like these encourage more detailed responses and can lead to interesting, engaging conversations. Remember, the goal is to keep the conversation flowing. Finally, we have 2 more important tricks: active listening and keeping a positive attitude. Let's start with active listening. It's more than just sitting quietly while your date talks. It's about being genuinely interested in what they have to say. This means avoiding interruptions or rehearsing your next statement while they're speaking. Instead, reflect on what they've said and ask follow-up questions. This shows that you are not only paying attention, but are also engaged in getting to know them better. Now, let's talk about attitude. First dates are meant to be fun and low-pressure experiences. So approach the date with positivity and a sense of humor. It's easy to put pressure on ourselves to be perfect, but remember, it's not about being flawless. It's about enjoying the moment and getting to know the other person. If things don't go exactly as planned, don't sweat it. Laugh it off and keep the atmosphere light. Remember, the purpose of a first date isn't to decide if this person is your soulmate. It's okay if you don't hit it off instantly. The goal is to have a pleasant experience, and if you're lucky, to spark a connection. So keep these tricks in mind, and you'll be well on your way to making first dates less awkward and more enjoyable. So, to quickly recap, first dates don't have to be nerve-wracking. Choosing a comfortable environment can set the stage for easy conversation. Planning interesting activities gives you shared experiences to discuss. Asking open-ended questions keeps the dialogue dynamic, while practicing active listening shows genuine interest. And don't forget to keep a positive attitude. It's all about enjoying the moment, not striving for perfection. Remember to relax, be yourself, and focus on getting to know the other person. Happy dating!